Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we'll be talking about the Keyfine. I don't know how to pronounce the brand, but yes, the Keyfine Clean, a 49 USD one dynamic driver DLC IM. Before we get started, a big thanks to Keyfine, whatever, for sending the IM in for review. But as always, this review will be 100% my honest opinion. Okay, now let's start with the box itself. The box is just... okay. On the front, you can see the IM, but the printing is kinda... I think the printing did the IM dirty. Why? Okay, so while usually the picture on the box or like on your menu, like food picture, it looks better than the real product. But this one, the Clean, the real product looks better than the picture on the box. And on the back, there's your specification. Okay, so let's unbox the Keyfine Keyfine. Previously, the IM was here. And then, we get accessory box. Inside the accessory box, we get nozzle card. And yes, there's a warning. Do not use the earphone while doing sports. Okay, I don't know what language is this, but yes. And then we get tuning nozzle and QC card and user manual and warranty card. Also, we get ear tips, a small and a large size one. So, what else do we get? Hold on. We get this, a case, and then a cable and the IM itself. Here it is. Also, funny story. Well, not exactly a story, but Keyfine should be sending the 3.5 version, and then they also send me this, the USB, so I can test the 3.5 and USB. But maybe the shipping, I don't know, stuff or something, thought that they should send me the Type-C plus Type-C cable, so I got a double Type-C. Anyway, yeah, that's just a short story. Okay, now let's talk about the build quality and comfort. Like, look at this, the pattern. It looks so much better than the, like, this. What is this? It's so, yeah. The I don't know, the printing quality is just, yeah. Well, the real products, look at that. See? Yeah. Okay, so the build quality of the IM itself, it's nice. I think the IM is built from aluminum or some kind of metal because it's cold to the touch. The faceplate, as we can see, it has a minimalistic pattern that look kinda cool for a 49 USD IM. And then the body of the IM itself is kinda slim, so it should accommodate everyone unless the individual has cauliflower ear or like MMA fighter or something, maybe use over ear headphone instead of this. As for the cable itself, it's quite nice. It's lightweight and very, what do you call it, malleable. Like, let me undo the, yeah, it got tangled, but Haha. Like, the cable is just... Yeah, it's very... What do you call it? It's not stiff, and it doesn't feel cheap. For the specs of the cable, I believe it uses some kind of SPC cable or something. And for the IM itself, they marketed the IM for having DLC, which is kinda, you know, too old for 2025. The hype was like 5 years ago or something. But they claim the IM to have a powerful bass, warm mid-range, and smooth treble, which is... And yeah, without further ado, let's talk about the sound section of this review. As for the sound, obviously, I tested the Keyfine, Clean, whatever, yes, and with the stock cable and with also a third-party cable, like a cheap off-brand cable. Not exactly a premium, but not exactly off-brand, but yeah, anyway, with a normal balance 4.4mm cable, with the Poco M6 Pro for the USB-C version, and then with my QX13 for the 4.4 balance version. As for the music, I use Apple Music covering J-pop, rock, EDM, metal, jazz, and rap, but mostly rap right now, because I don't know, yes. My first impression with this IM is that, it sounds nice. For the tonality itself, I would describe this as not exactly Harman, but Harman-inspired tonality. As for the bass, it has a very Harman-like tuning with extra, like slight bump in the mid bass. It doesn't present us with overbearing bass, but it just right. Maybe the more correct word is balance. Also, just as your typical DLC IM, it has a snappy transition, which, not gonna lie, it's very nice to use for metal music. Like your double pedal, it sounds snappy. So the claim of the powerful is not exactly powerful, but it's more like snappy. Because if I were to describe powerful bass, it would be like bass head and those very heavy weighty bass, but this one is not that. It's just like snappy, nice and balanced bass, which is nice. The mid-range is warm with the silver nozzle, though if you want more clarity, you can use the black nozzle. This one is like, it has a bump around upper mid-range and the transition to lower treble. But with this, I noticed kinda the tonality shift to be borderline shouty, while I have zero issues with the silver nozzle one. This IM is also free from the infamous metallic timbre area too, yes. As for the treble, it sounds smooth, not too extended, but has decent detail for sub 50 USD. As for the technicalities, using the stock Type-C cable for 50 USD IM or 49, so we can call it sub 50 USD, the technicalities are good. Let's start from the stage. The stage is medium size. It still has this in-your-head presentation, but definitely not claustrophobic. The shape of the stage is symmetrical between width and depth. And the imaging, as always, I would categorize this kind of IM as 2.5D sounding. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's not exactly holographic, but it doesn't just randomly throw sound at your ears, so it's like in between that. Though with a decent cable and connected to QX13 from Vio, this thing actually could present us with eerily close to be called for having a holographic imaging, in my opinion. So yeah, that means the source scalability of the Kfine, yes, the clean, is kinda, you know, important too. So use your best source available. As for separation and positioning, it's very good. Since the overall tonal presentation is quite balanced, it affects the separation and positioning too. Overall sound is decently separated and the positioning is quite sharp, even with the stock USB cable. As for detail retrieval, it's decent. The DAC in the Type-C cable is definitely the limitation here. Tested using the 4.4mm with QX13. It has very good detail retrieval, though the extension, like the treble extension, is still unchanged. It's still just, you know, it's fine. Not exactly mind-blowing or anything, but yeah, for 50 USD, it's completely acceptable. As for comparison, I will compare this with the Ear Acoustic Stay-K. Is a dual dynamic driver and price around 37 to 50 USD. Well, I mean, yeah, let's just pretend that the Stake is 50 USD, just like the Clean. The Stake is more bass focus. The build quality of the Stake is not as good as the Clean. It also has less detail but more fun and like super thumpy presentation. So if you're more into powerful bass, like actual powerful bass, the Ear Acoustic Stay-K is more suitable. But if you want a more balanced sound, the Clean is more for you. Okay, so what is the conclusion of this broken English review of the Kfine Clean? So if you're in the market for a sub 50 USD IM and you're specifically searching for a Harman-like tonality with just a tiny bit more punch on the mid bass, this IM got a yes, go for it from me. It doesn't have any flaws for its price. The price and value ratio is quite nice, quite great. But if I am gonna buy the Kfine the Clean, I would grab the 3.5mm version instead of the Type-C. I cannot find any fatal cons, or I don't know. I even tried to nitpick, like, what should I say, like, what's the bad thing about this product, and I cannot find like fatal flaws for the sub 50. Actually, it's nice, but guess what has more flaws than this IM and the shipping? It's my self-ads time. I open a music mixing and mastering. Let's say you want to cover a certain song and you only have your vocal take and an instrumental file of the song. No worries, I can mix and master it for you. Or if you have all the stems, like you record everything yourself, that's even better. That's actually easier for me to mix. Anyway, if you found this review helpful, leave a like, hit subscribe and share the video with your friends. That's all from me for now. Thanks for sticking with me until the end. Bye for now. Boop.